I shall melt your flesh and turn your bones to ash.
And with that, welcome to the Aery and Final Fantasy XIV. Yeah, this is not the run where I just cut the cutscene from, because that was terrible. Our tank just rushed on ahead and I had barely time to know what to do. And this one is much better. Also, I'm here with my teammate Sandul, my guildmate. So, yeah. But not with a dragoon, but with a red mage. Oh. Treasure chest up here? Okay, let's quickly get it. Ah, just an XIV. Another treasure chest. I love looting treasure chests. Shame they are so rarely truly useful. Although, recently in Stormblood I noticed treasure chests and dungeons seem to have more of the accessory type items rather than just potions. Okay, Tether. so. Senwell, Tether. Senwell? Ow. And that was all white mage. Now, if you want to avoid these lightning shocks, stand beneath the boss. That of course means you're far away from the tethers. Yeah. Me, tether. And of course it ends with a paralyze. Yeah, this is a wipe. Got me. Unfortunately, I forget. Red Mage has a healing spell. I could have used that. Maybe that would have been enough to get through this battle. That's actually good to know here with something you can as sooner has a small white bar over the symbol of a debuff. Stay fairly close. Yeah, but I said to avoid the field-wide shockwave, you have to stand under the boss. Which this is electric cachexia. This is one. And Wally has the tether. Sandolas, whatever. And is once again not seeing it. Ah, buddy. Don't be at down quickly. Okay, I'm healer. Which mage gets a resurrect spell later on, but that is much later. Like level 60 something later. So, not yet. The lightning tether is tethered to the statue. This is how you're supposed to do it. Just jump. Rubber bones and so. Stay away from sleeping dragons. Oh yeah, there's a slumbering dragon. If you get too close, it wakes up and attacks you. Ah, here's an accessory. Huh? Ah, I pulled the summon ring. Oops, sorry. It was good for demonstration. Not intended, but good for demonstration. Good tip at what Chiami is saying here. As a Y mage, focus more on regen than on healing, unless the tank's HP drop quickly. That is when you bring out the big casts. But normally regen is quite enough. And the second boss. Yes, Kutus. Yaskudo squirts these poison bubbles, and from time to time, a poison bomb arrives. On poison bomb, where are you? There it is, the mustard gas. And start eating these poison fields. With every poison field the mustard gas eats, it grows until it eventually explodes and does a ton of damage. So you must strike a balance between getting rid of poison areas and through the mustard gas, eating it, and getting rid of the gas before it becomes too dangerous. Definitely need to improve at this point in my Red Mage playthrough is use the abilities in the last line of my first block here. The instant cast abilities that are free. But these increase my damage output so much. Have a cooldown, but yeah, keep them on cooldown. That's the trick. Okay, anyway. Let's just continue here. And once the ad wave here is gone, the pillar topples and you can climb onto the next area. This is something they, I think, made good in Final Fantasy XIV. You cannot just run through the entire dungeon in one go and skip all the mobs. There are certain stop gaps where you have to clear them up. In this field you just have to endure the waves of mobs until they have all burned out. I will enfeeble a worm with the eye. You must strike while he's weak. Let's continue on. When Nidhi, the sable prize will catch us, one of us, never the tank, in a floating fiery prison. You have to attack the prison to break them free or they die fairly fast. Lost to a tons of waves of Ed spawn. They try to kill Estinien. Don't let them. And hide from Nidhogg's final attack. Impudent mortals, thou would use mine own eye against me. Tremble at my fury. Christ. There's the Sable prize that he meant that we have to destroy. Scarlet prize is the line AoE. Probably you shouldn't stand in the fireballs themselves either. Yeah, you shouldn't. They hurt. My patience for your incessant struggling to falter. Succumb to the might of a great worm. Such unthinkable power. I must use the eye to shield us. Protect me while I draw forth its strength. Attend me, my kindred. Slay these treacherous children of man. Estinien has a ton of aggro here in this particular thing. The tank can taunt them, provoke, I mean, of course, the dragons, but you only have a single target provoke, and that has a cooldown. But if you truly need to stop something, you can do that. Vengeance! Right. 'Tis done. I'm prepared. My rage will consume you. Price, Sable price. Doesn't matter, he's dead. Okay. That was a dungeon. No, it's actually a pretty cool dungeon. Thank you, Chiami. Now we return to the old timeline and a cutscene. And I already say until next time when we continue after the cutscene. I'm Mace and don't get lost.
I would use mine own eye against me. Time has done naught to dilute my constant gravity. I have not forgotten thee, Ragu. My essence claimed thee once, and shall do so again.
No, Wyrm! This ends here!
Estinien, covered from head to toe in dragon's blood. But this eye is golden.
You gifted my people 1,000 years of suffering! Now I gift you an eternity in darkness.
Crystals? Crystal. Lightning crystal. And a vision.
They are ours, Lord Eldrath. The eyes of Nidhogg. The wyrm lies broken and my father is avenged. With the wellspring of his vitality thus denied him, Nidhogg shall not linger long in this world. But behold the terrible price we have paid. My sire is dead. So many brother knights slain. We traded our honor for the strength which now courses in our veins. And still we are forced to make such sacrifice.
But not in vain, my lord. Hraesvelgr is the only great wyrm left in Dravania, and he dares not leave his lair. With Nidhogg's eyes in your possession, who now can challenge the might of Ishgard, ascend the throne, and take your rightful place as the ruler of our people?
Nay, my friend. I must forsake the mantle of king. Though Nidhogg be defeated, his wormling horde yet darkens the skies with wings beyond counting. As one who partook of Ratatoska's strength, it shall be my penance to bear a knight's arms until death grants me leave to retire. When that day comes, no prince shall perish, but a hell's-bound hunter of dragons.
But Lord Haldreth, what then shall become of the royal line?
Think of your people, my lord. Without a king, who will the common man turn to in his hour of need? How will he find his way without your benevolent hand to guide him?
I thank you, Sir Flavian and Sir Silvertrill, for dispelling my remaining doubts. With men of such wisdom and compassion in service to the realm, it is plain that Ishgard has no need of a king. But if you must bow to the demands of tradition, you need look no further than yourselves for one worthy to wear the crown. Fare thee well, my brother knights, my loyal friends. On these shoulders shall I bear the weight of my father's sins. With this lance shall I repay the debt accrued through our misdeeds.
What cruel jest has fate played upon us? Have we seized this desperate victory, only to lose a king?
We can but act as our lord has bid. We few who remain must divide between us the rulership of Ishgard and her people.
Not I. My oath was to Lord Haldreth, and he alone. If he is not to be king, then I would hang up my shield as well.
Will you abandon us too, sir?
I would wash my hands of blood and betrayal, and take up an honest trade. Mayhap I shall serve ale instead of sharpened steel.
We four, then.
Forton, Heilenart, Dyrendare, and Zemail. But 4 houses to rule all of Ishgard.
And what of the throne?
We keep it empty. Until the day a king rises once more, we must assume the role of stewards. We shall shape our nation anew with a history of our own making, and let the truth of this dark day die here, upon the battlefield.
What ails you, friend? Are you wounded?
I saw what happened in the past.
You have borne witness to history. To the culmination of the first battle with Nidhogg. The legend of Ishgard's founding tells that our ancestors were led to the land of Kurthus by the valiant King Thordan. In the midst of their journey, they came to a wide chasm, where they were set upon by a great wyrm, Nidhogg. A furious battle then ensued, with Thordan leading the van. Though the brave king was slain defending his people, his son, Haldrath, the first Azure Dragoon, fought on undaunted. And with a mighty thrust of his lance, he gouged out Nidhogg's eye, forcing the wicked creature into retreat. Thus, did this eldritch orb become a sacred treasure of Ishgard, lending its power to every knight deemed worthy to bear the title of Azure Dragoon. A rousing tale, is it not? Would that I could still believe it. But your vision, which we must accept as immutable truth, leaves no room for doubt, save on one point. If Haldrath took both of Nidhogg's eyes, then how came this eye to be lodged in the wyrm's skull? Beneath every answer we unearth, another question lies buried.
It is often so.
Twas a fierce battle, but one I knew we would win. Your fame is well deserved, warrior of light. Full proud am I to have fought at your side. I would fain return with all swiftness to Ishgard to inform the Lord Commander of our triumph. But we must first have words with Hraesvelgr. There are parts of this tale that the wyrm has kept from us, and I would know wherefore.
And that is what we will do next time. Until then.